Hey, what's up, guys? How we doing?
Good.
Jamie, Dylan, how are you?
Good.
I'm good. I'm happy not to be bombarded by severe weather, unlike my friends to the north and west of me.
It was 60 here today. It was nice.
It was 80.
Never, dude. I'll take 60 any day of the week, Jamie. You guys were nice too, I think.
Yeah.
Jamie is not in his usual space tonight. He is on his phone. I got to break the silence.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, by the way-
Computer. 4-year-old computer was getting old. The RAM crashed. Sayonara. Hello, new computer.
By the way, I got news to tell you. I'm going to be doing the FGCU Masters in Accounting and Taxation starting in the summer.
Nice.
All right. Let's kick things off. Saquon Barkley got the extension today. What
2
were you
years,
guys' thoughts?
$41.5 million, baby. Woo!
Running backs are getting paid, Jamie. Well,
Yep.
at least that one is. Jamie, you can't be looking at the TV, buddy. I know you're watching maybe you're watching the address. I'm not sure. Or move your phone up. I don't know. Something's gotta work here, Jamie.
Mute the TV.
It is muted.
Okay.
Fine, I will turn it down more. It's not even loud at my house. It's only 10. Here's our RFK Jr. Anyway, yeah, that's what's on at my house right now. This isn't a State of the Union, though. This is what Mike Johnson call it today. He goes, Trump's accomplishing too much, so instead of having a 8-hour State of the Union address, we're gonna break it into segments. That's what Mike Johnson said on Fox or something. Anyway, so Devontae Adams got released today. Where's he gonna end up?
I think Devontae Adams is going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Really?
Can't count that out.
I think he's gonna be a San Francisco 49er.
Yeah.
What?
Ayuk's gonna get the nuke.
Ayuk's gone. Diva is gone. They're gonna have to bring someone in. I know Ayuk's not gone yet, but he's on the block again.
Yep.
But why would a team trade for a wide receiver coming off a torn ACL?
They have to get rid of the cap space.
San Francisco's got like 50, 60 million in cap.
Right, but they want to clear more. That's the thing.
Well, yeah, San Francisco wants to pay a middling quarterback like he's Josh Allen.
Well, Purdy, I don't know. Is Purdy getting the extension?
Probably. Although I wouldn't give Purdy the bag.
I'm just gonna say this Mavs deal ended up probably being the worst thing ever, because now Kyrie Irving is done for the year with the torn ACL.
I'm beginning to think this Luka for AD deal maybe the one deal we look back and like, why did you give up a 25-year-old Luka Doncic for a guy who's got more injuries than Tom Brady's got Super Bowl rings?
Had to be money.
If you're going to trade Luka Doncic, you better be getting value back on it. there might be 2 or 3 guys I would trade Luka Doncic for. One of them's in Denver. One of them's in Minnesota. The other guy is in San Antonio. You could probably, if you watch basketball, you probably know who those 3 guys are. Jokic, Ant, and Victor Wembanyama. That's it.
Well,
You don't,
he went to LA, and here we are.
yeah,
Luka's gonna be the future piece after LeBron's gone, too.
yeah. It would be, Josh, let me tell you this. It would basically be the equivalent of the Boston Red Sox trading Mookie Betts to the LA Dodgers. Oh, wait, that happened.
Baseball is a little bit different than the basketball. Baseball, it's all luxury tax. Basketball is a combination of soft cap and luxury tax.
Well, then, if that were the case, then apparently the
Someone
Dodgers don't
also,
have-
someone also said the Mavs had to kind of do this to tank because they went
No,
out
it
of
was-
Dallas.
they-
They went out of Dallas.
Well, no, but they said they wanted somebody who could play defense, and Anthony Davis is a better defender than Luka. Was great on offense, but Luka never he couldn't play defense. That's
Yeah, well,
all.
now they have no one to play.
So what Steph Curry is it known as an all-world defender? Defender, and the Warriors have done just fine.
Well, that whole league is no defense, basically.
Very blood to watch anymore.
I mean, have you seen the
Every team in the league, all 32 teams average 100 points per game. There you go.
Have you seen the Phoenix Suns play defense, or maybe lack of defense?
They don't start playing real defense until the playoffs anyway. They don't start playing real basketball till the playoffs.
Yeah. I just wish that everybody would play because everybody. Yeah, I let Pinky Fingers hurt me, so I'm going to take off tonight. Whack.
Greg Popovich is the one who started load management.
Oh, gosh, don't remind me, but that's all. I don't really want to talk about the NBA, but that's a story for another day. Back to football. Were you
Standards at the combine.
ultimately surprised that only two players got the franchise tag?
In the NFL, not really.
Well, let's rehash it, Dylan. Who got it?
T. Higgins for the second straight year, and Trey Smith, the chief guard.
Mm.
I don't know if that's really word. I mean, I don't know. Pay T. Higgins. Pay Higgins. Or let him go somewhere.
The problem is the Cincinnati Bengals are cowards. They don't want to pay anyone. The Bengals are the cheapest team, or one of the cheapest teams in the league.
They are.
And
They are.
if the Bengals go into the draft with 7 draft picks choices, guess how many Cincinnati will make? 7. You see the Eagles. I mean, they've already cut in guys. I mean, who knows what the Eagles do? They may trade A.J. Brown, or they may try and Philly may go after him.
Who?
Yeah, the Eagles might go get Myles Garrett. That's if the Bills or Lions don't get him.
Right.
Honestly, I think Myles Garrett's gone. I mean, Evan may think otherwise, but the Browns are bad. They're in salary cap hell, and they're not winning. Yeah, Josh. Yeah,
No, the Broads had one. It was one really bad year with Stefanski this past year, but they think they can run it back with them and just retool their roster. They could probably be a wild card team.
by the way, does Deshaun Watson have the does Deshaun Watson have the NFL's worst contract or what?
Yes. Hence why the Browns basically they had to go for Cam or Shador, much to the dismay of Rick and everything, but they got no choice. They put themselves in that situation.
I missed it. What did Shador do at that combine that's causing a scene right now?
I don't think Shador wants to play for the New York Giants, and I don't blame him.
Actually, did you hear what he said at what he said at his press conference? He sounded like a mini Dion. He was like if you're a franchise that doesn't want to change your culture, then don't get me, because I want to be a guy who changes the culture in the first. And he goes, everybody, you know who I am, right? You know who I'm related to. He's like they love to hate on us Sanders, and he said they hated on my dad, and it works. And he says that they can hate on me too. He's like, there's a reason why we embrace our family name.
No one hated on Deion Sanders, though.
No, they whip on him now as the head coach of Colorado. They do, Adam. There was a lot of people in the media who don't like him as a head coach, and Deion was telling them off. Remember?
I meant as a player, though.
No, he's saying that they're hating on him as a coach. He's saying his son says they're hating on him as a coach, and he didn't say as a player.
But I don't know. I don't know. I've never been a fan of Sanders, and what's that?
No, but I just think he's like his old man. He's got that too legit to quit attitude.
We'll see.
Remember, his father had that. Why do you think he was great? He was a too legit to quit guy. MC Hammer.
I think Shador's problem is that he was sacked a lot in college, and part of it was Colorado's offensive line was awful.
That is true, though. They did have no. That's why this year their entire offensive line, they transfer portal the crap out of their offensive line.
I didn't.
It is true though. No, Evan will tell you his offensive line was bad. And I watched Colorado's games, and some of the things that Shador was even able to do with that crappy offensive line, it's amazing.
I might be out of left field, but I think Shador Sanders reminds me a little of Matt Ryan when he came out of Boston College.
A lot more athletic than Matt Ryan, though.
No, I know Matt Ryan. No, Shador's not athletic.
Yes, he is. Shador Sanders can run. He's athletic.
No, Shador's a pocket passer.
No, but he can run too. He's a dual threat. He's got running ability.
No, he's not. Shador is a pocket passer.
He's an RPO quarterback too.
No, you and I apparently watch different games.
I bet you if he ran the 40, he'd run a pretty fast 40.
I think Shador would be about a 4.7, 4.8 40. And I think Adam could run a 4.6 40.
I don't know about that.
Rich. Well, I don't know if I could beat Rich Eisen in a 40-yard dash.
My ankle's pretty messed up. I used to be able to run.
One of us ran a 5K on Saturday. Could you guess who he was?
Sure as fuck wasn't me.
43 5Ks, boys.
I'm not running shit. Oh.
So Josh, excuse me, Adam. The Steelers.
Why Josh say? Why? What's up with 520? What the hell does that mean?
That's how fast your son's gonna run a 40.
Oh, okay. I thought he was faster than that.
No, Adam, what's all the discussion about your Steelers bringing back Justin Fields? Or maybe bringing back Justin Fields?
I have no idea. Everyone's stuck on this Dart kid right now. Everyone. I mean, there's already jersey. There's already people with Jackson Dart in a number 2 jersey. So people seem to have moved on from Justin Fields around here, but I don't know. I was
That's
trying
because they
to.
only, well, number one, they only signed Jackson Dart to a 1 year, or not Jackson Dart, excuse me, they only signed Fields to a 1 year deal. What do you mean? Of course they're
Yeah, I
gonna
don't.
move. Of course you guys are gonna move. The vibe's dead with them, or DOA, or whatever you want to say with it.
I don't know. I don't understand the Steelers' motion. I don't understand the Steelers anymore. I'll be honest.
Yeah, but you're still gonna watch the games, Adam. We know how you are.
I think the Steelers have to be thinking big boy moves. I mean,
No, how am I?
Steelers aren't going to win that division anyway. I mean, Justin Fields or Russell Wilson? Yeah. Come on, Pittsburgh. Go get yourself a quarterback.
They're
Okay.
probably gonna take Jackson. They're probably gonna get Jackson Dart in the second round with what Rich wants.
I think Jackson Dart might be climbing up draft points. I mean, I think Dart's a first rounder potentially, especially in a weak draft.
He's a special talent, Jackson Dart.
No.
Yes, he is.
No.
The dude plays with reckless abandonment. You saw how he played at Ole Miss. He's a dog, man. I love how he plays quarterback.
I'm just worried Jackson Dart won't last if he plays like a dog. But
No, I mean, I don't mind him playing with reckless abandonment. That's how you do it.
I mean, the Steelers need everything on offense. They need wide receivers, running backs.
Omari Hampton to the Steelers, I'm calling it, or Ashton Genty.
No, Pittsburgh's not going to draft the running back in the first round. I think they may get the Ohio State guard / tackle. I don't know what his name.
Everyone's saying Ibuka. That's about 8 out of 10 mock drafts I've seen Ibuka.
I don't think it'd be the craziest pick. I mean, I have the Steelers taking Donovan Jackson, the Ohio State guard.
Oh, yeah, you do want to, you do want to get Lyman in the first round too. I feel like you want to take that with your first pick any day of the week.
I don't know. I'd be happy with Ibuka, I guess.
You got to win games. Games are won in the trenches, man. That's why you take Lyman early.
I don't think we're going to take a lineman.
I mean, you can always get wide receivers. Probably can't get linemen, and there's a chance Ibuka's gone by 19. It's not a great receiver draft anyway, though.
Well, we pick 18th.
Oh. Okay, 18, 19, whatever.
So if he's gone by 19, that means the Steelers took him at 18.
Right. So there you go.
Are they or your Jags taking Jackson Dart?
No, we are not taking Jackson Dart. Although
Are you getting rid of Pretty Boy?
No, we are not getting rid of Fabio. You can't have him.
I don't want him. I don't know many teams that would. I mean, right now he looks like a damn backup quarterback.
Shut up.
Well, he does.
Yeah, but he's got the quarterback whisperer coming in as head coach. Liam Cohen.
Jamie, do you think Trevor Lawrence is great?
I think he can be if he's got to stay healthy. That's been his problem.
I think
if he stays healthy, I think he could be. I think he's a talented quarterback who just needs to get healthy. That's all it is.
I think Trevor Lawrence is Andrew Luck 2.0. Remember Andrew Luck's trouble staying healthy in Indianapolis, and all of a sudden Frank Wright's there, and Andrew Luck's
retiring.
his career. Trevor Lawrence the same way. You know, if the
Andrew Luck,
draft
didn't he retire? Like,
way early, 2019.
this is gonna this is gonna turn into a huge. This is gonna turn into a huge fight on this TV. Not here, over on that TV.
Don't say anything more. I'm DVRing it. I want to see what happens, but don't tell me. I'm not looking at Twitter.
Oh no, I'm actually glancing at it on my left.
Well, don't say. Oh, by the
Can
way,
we turn it up a little bit so you can hear it?
No.
Are you recording it?
Yes, but I don't want anybody telling me what happens.
Oh,
By
alright.
the way, speaking of Ohio State players,
Trayvon Henderson, beast.
Will Howard cannot hit water if he fell off a boat with his throws. I mean, those throws were awful in Indianapolis.
I think he's a project quarterback.
I think
Which-
Howard's a backup quarterback.
That's what I mean, a project.
So there's like what, 4 quarterbacks that are gonna be highly picked.
Next year's class is actually supposed to be better, which is good.
So what? We know the Bills don't need a quarterback.
I'm just saying next year's is going to be better.
Jamie, do you think it's time to pick a quarterback though, and start Allen like training someone and running like a Matt LaFleur Green Bay style, so he can learn the system and come in? I mean, he is going on his 8th year this year.
Well, yeah, but like I said, we'll take we can get those in like the 4th or 5th round, that type of quarterback.
Well, do you think the Bills are going to take one just to have
They
Go
may.
ahead.
They very well may.
I think the Bills have bigger needs. And heck, there's a chance the Bills decide, you know what? We don't need draft picks. Hey, Cleveland, we want Myles Garrett. What would we give
Exactly.
up? I mean,
And then Cleveland can retool with those draft picks. That's why.
what would be a fair compensation for Myles Garrett?
What would I think? Right now I'm seeing I would say our 30th. Maybe one of our seconds this year, and then maybe a 3rd next year.
I think the Browns would want more.
No, the Browns could take more. They need all the picks for him.
I think the Browns would want this year and next year's one at a minimum, and probably something else.
I normally I would want to build through the draft, but I think in this case, Cleveland can build through the draft, and we can be like the Rams, draft well with later picks.
How's your teams looking in spring training, boys?
We've got some pitching injuries, but we're still looking good, I think.
You guys are the Bronx Bombers. You're always looking good.
Yeah.
Well, Stanton's hurt again.
That's fine. They got to get rid of Stanton now at this point.
Josh, just turn and look at your flag. That's what I'm watching on TV. Well, glancing.
Mhm.
And I'm not allowed to talk about it because Dylan just said he was recording it. He wants to watch later.
I mean, I hear it through my glass-proof door next to me.
Oh, so that your family's watching it.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I don't have a basement like Jamie.
I have a basement. That's what happens when you live up north, Dylan. You get basements,
Unfortunately, we don't have basements because we're right on
right?
the water level.
Right, because you'd be flooded out.
Mhm.
Oh man,
I mean, we're like, at, we're at 22 feet here or thereabouts. But if we ever put in a basement, it'd be flooded.
what's that?
I've got a
And the,
question. Oh,
and the Steelers are trying to re-sign one of the two quarterbacks.
Mhm.
What's your question, sir?
if you're the New England Patriots, are you better off trading the number 4 pick for AJ Brown, or just keeping that pick and getting either T. McMillan or one of the linemen, probably Will Campbell from LSU?
Does AJ Brown not have a trade clause?
Uh, uh, conceivably, nobody's got an. Conceivably, anyone could be moved. Even Pat Mahomes, the Chiefs wanted to, but I don't think the Chiefs are going to do that.
I don't think AJ Brown wants to go anywhere.
No. But what if the Chief? What if?
Because I don't think Wilson's ready to step up and be that number 3 or number 2 guy. Where Devontae Smith, Dotson, Wilson, right? And Goddard.
Yeah, but what if the Eagles can get Myles Garrett, but it costs them AJ Brown? I think most people would go after Myles Garrett because he went in December and January.
I don't know. I haven't really read the Browns wanting to trade him.
Cleveland's going to have to trade Myles Garrett. Otherwise,
Yeah,
he may hold out.
Cleveland. Miles Garrett already said he doesn't want to sign a new extension with the Browns. He already said it. He's already said, I'm not re-signing with the Browns. They don't have the cap space to be able to do it. And like I said, the guy, he specifically said what he wanted. He wanted to get traded to a contender. And you got
And the Browns predicted to fulfill that wish.
that's why you
that
let him
came
go.
out.
You got to
That
let
literally
the guy
just
go,
came out at
Adam.
8. That literally just came out at 8:21.
Right, and Myles Garrett already said he won't sign an extension.
Right, but the Browns said they will fulfill that wish
Right,
to an
but if
AFC contender. So that eliminates Dylan. That
Detroit.
eliminates your Eagles, or that eliminates the Eagles right there because he wants to stay in the AFC.
right, there you go.
So is he going to go to the Chiefs? Is he going to go to the Bills?
No, I think the Bills.
What would you? Well, you guys are going to have to trade something for him, Jamie. What are you going to give up?
I would be willing to give up some draft picks for him. I mean, it's a good move. We get a dynamite player that can help us this year, and then like I said, and then Cleveland rebuilds with those picks, and then we can always reset our draft board the year after that.
But this is a monumental move. This move is not going to be just for this year's one. It's probably going to be for this year and next year's one, probably some other sweetener.
Right, but guess what though? Brandon Beane knows how the cap works, and like I said, if they get him, they can restructure his deal so it doesn't cost against the cap.
I think in that case, Buffalo would re-sign Myles Garrett.
That's my point. I think they would restructure the deal so it's not as big of a cap hit if they got him. Because Brandon Beeb's good with trying to manage the cap and everything too. You got to be able to do that.
By the way, I've got a question. Is Dak Prescott really going to count $90 million against the Cowboy cap?
According to as of over the cap, it does.
The Cowboys have to restructure Dak's deal.
Yeah, I think they will because they already did with CeeDee Lamb.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so Damien, you're right. The Bills are the top contender right now, according to this article I'm looking at.
Thank you.
But it doesn't say what the Bills are going to give up to get him.
Right.
I bet maybe you know more about it since you follow the Bills a little bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't give up both ones. I would give up the 1-1, one of our. Well, actually, I would actually maybe giving up the both ones would be fine because we could still keep our 2 seconds in that case for this year. And plus, like I said, I bet you that first round pick next year, assuming we do well, is going to be at the bottom of the draft again, like this year's. So,
Bingo.
I don't have bingo. What happened? A dingo ate my baby.
no. He was no. Whatchamacallit, Dylan was saying bingo because that's why they may want our first next year because it's going to be a bottom at the draft pick again, assuming everything goes well. So don't forget we traded our down last year twice, gave up our first rounder, and we ended up getting extra picks out of it. So
Oops, and you gave Kansas City Xavier Worthy.
Right.
Nice going.
Right, and we have Xavier Coleman, and we got right, but guess what? We got more picks out of the deal, though. By the way, we were able to trade down and get more picks out of that deal, and we still got but we still got a guy who was first round value at 33.
I don't know. I mean, the Jags did that with Brian Thomas Jr. and may have stolen the best wide receiver in the draft.
Right, but look at where you took him, though. We took Coleman at 33, and he was the first round value. Plus, we got more picks out of the deal. Like I say, he was first round value at 33. You got Thomas in the first round. That's the difference. We got Coleman in the beginning of the second round, which was still first round value at 33. And if it wasn't for injuries, he would have had 1,000 yards, I think, too.
I don't know. I didn't think Coleman was all that great last year.
When he was healthy, he started to look good.
I don't know. Trust me. I watched a lot of Buffalo last year, and Khalil Shakir was Buffalo's #1 receiver.
Yeah, that's obvious, Dylan, because Coleman had a huge responsibility of having to come in and fill in Stephon Diggs' shoes as a rookie. That's not an easy thing to do. Coleman had a lot of pressure on him, though. A lot of these draft picks the Bills made, they had to come in and replace stalwarts on that team. They had to come in and replace Trey White. They had to replace Jordan Poyer. They had to replace Micah Hyde. They had to replace Diggs. I mean, these were not bums that they had to replace.
You guys had to get rid of Diggs.
No, but we did. But like I said, these were stalwarts in the beginning of the McDermott era that we had to. That, like I said, a lot of these rookies had to come in and replace right away.
And a new offensive coordinator still.
Well, no, it wasn't new. We kept Joe Brady.
Right, but I mean, he's only had what 6 games under his belt whenever you guys brought him in last year, right?
No, we brought him in mid-season in 2023 after Dorsey got fired. We brought
Right.
him in the middle of the 2023 season. He was our interim, and then this was his first full year as head coach, as offensive coordinator, and now he's coming back for his second year when he could have taken the New Orleans job, but he didn't. So he wanted to run it back, and he was smart. Brian Dable probably regrets running it back now too, but Joe Brady wanted to run it back for his second year, and he was smart. And Bobby Babich, as bad as mid as the defense was, this year, he wanted to run it back for his second year as defensive coordinator too. So,
Right. So Dylan, what's going on with your Jags?
Just figuring out what we're gonna do in draft free agency. I mean, there's a chance Christian Kirk's gone. I mean, I think the Jags have to get the offensive line situation, and maybe more importantly, get a cornerback because that number 2 cornerback spot has been a nightmare.
number one.
They taking in that fifth spot, right?
Yep.
Who are they taking? No, save it because we are going to do our draft. We are going to do our draft once it gets closer. Save it. Keep it for a mystery.
I have the Jags taking Mason Graham, the defensive tackle from Michigan.
No offensive firepower, huh?
No, just a big ugly.
You need a big ugly at defensive tackle to stop the run, man.
God, you're gonna give me nightmares about us facing Derrick Henry again.
That's why you bring in a guy like that. You got a big running back like that. You need big uglies on the interior defensive line.
How long do you think Derrick Henry's got left? He's what, 32?
5 years.
As a running back, you think he's gonna last 5 years? That's a lot for a running back.
Not for that guy.
What's that?
Not for Derrick Henry, though.
Listen, every running back eventually breaks.
Guess what? I think they should keep the tush push.
Oh gosh, no, I don't know. Hey, I've got one for you.
I think we should keep it. Stop it. That's not anyone.
No. Time out. I've got a better question.
No.
If you could make one amendment or one rule change in the NFL, what would it be?
Let him go back to fucking hitting.
Bring back the K-gun no huddle offense where the defense doesn't have any time to substitute.
Wait, isn't that what the Eagles did in the Super Bowl?
No.
I would bring back, let them go back to actually playing football.
They can go back to playing football, Adam. They're much more athletic than they've ever been.
Get rid of these fucking goofy hits. Get rid of the flag every fucking play. Let them go back to playing football.
We can, Adam. We got much better athletes than we've ever had, and I don't know, Lord knows how long in the game. We got great athletes now. The speed and the skill they play with, I think we should.
I still can't hit the guy. Go ahead, Bill.
I think the NFL should get rid of the chain games.
They did. They did officially do that. They're going to the virtual first down. I told you what the best rule change was, though, the kickoff rule. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. I'm a USFL guy, but still, I think that was a great rule change. Was the kickoff rule to allow more returns, even with the touchbacks. Kickoffs went from 22% in 2023 up to 33% in 2024. 11-point percent jump in 1 year just because they changed that rule.
There weren't any return for a touchdown there, were there?
The Giants there was when they beat the Colts.
Giants return. I didn't know anyone returned one.
Yeah, there was.
Well, that was news to me.
But I thought that was a great rule change, in my opinion. I mean, like I said, the game's all about speed and athleticism now. Let those guys use it now, you know?
Right.
Mm-hmm. And that's why it was a great rule change, because they're letting them use that athletic ability there.
Go ahead, Dylan. You look like you got a question.
What would be? Wait, so you say bring back Hidden? Hidden, What would be your change, Jamie? No,
Well, like I said, the virtual. Guess what I would change? Eliminating the onside kick and going for the fourth down play, 4th and 12 or the 4th and 15 from their own 25 and 28-yard line like they do in the UFL. Another one that I would take from there.
Okay. What about you, Dylan?
I mean, I want teams being aggressive. Because seemingly the Eagles are aggressive. Oh, wait, they just won the Super Bowl. Chiefs are aggressive. They've won Super Bowls. But yet teams like the Steelers, like the Bengals, like, oh, we're just going to keep our draft picks. Yeah, you know what?
Building through the draft. That's how you build in the NFL, is through the draft.
Yeah, but so what if the Pittsburgh Steelers have been 500 or better for the last 79 years? Guess what? The Steelers aren't going to win a Super Bowl.
Oh, you finally agree with me.
No, but how they won all.
You finally agree with me. Wait. I say this every fucking week.
Dylan, they built it through the draft.
I say this every fucking week. Tomlin sucks. Dylan finally agreed with me.
The Steelers.
That's why you'll never be on national TV, Adam, with that opinion.
The Steelers need the pony up draft picks.
That's why you're never going to be on Fox or anything.
The Steelers need
I'm
the
not
pony
kissing
up.
Tomlin's ass. I don't care.
Just trying to tell you, if you said that on national TV, they'd laugh at you.
Just speak up.
I don't care. I just be honest. I'm not kissing Tomlin's ass. I'm not.
And by the way, even the Super Bowl was with Bill Cowher's players
and coaching staff.
Well, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, guess who was part of that coaching staff? Tomlin was. He was an assistant to Cowher. Yes, he was. He was an assistant to Cowher. He absolutely was.
No, he wasn't. He was a tight ends coach for the fucking Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Not Tomlin. He was an assistant. Cowher brought him on as an assistant, though.
Mike Tomlin was not an assistant in the Cowher situation.
Yes, he was. That's why they promoted him after Cowher retired. They promoted him. He was an assistant the last year that Cowher coached. Tomlin was an assistant for them.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was a defensive assistant.
Okay, all right. So in 1995, he was the VMI coach. He was the wide receivers coach. Then he went to Memphis as the graduate assistant in 96. Arkansas State in 97.
In 98, Cincinnati DB coach, Bucks DB coach, Minnesota Vikings defensive coordinator.
And then the head coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers from 2007 on. We lost Jamie. He hit the back button, I think. I don't know what he did.
Oh no! Somebody said, "Did Haley
Here,
Steinfeld?"
I'm back.
Did
Jamie,
Haley
he was
Stein-
not. He was not an assistant coach.
I know you were right. I apologize.
You're good.
Mhm.
Yeah, because everyone thought it was going to go to Bruce Arians. Remember?
That would have not done. Bruce Arians wouldn't have done anything for them either.
Bruce Arians was already on the coaching staff.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think he will. I do really right, but let's play what if here, Adam. I know we don't have to. Let's say they hire him, right? And he does the same thing Tomlin did. You would be criticizing him the same way, right? If they hired Arians.
Well, they didn't, but I would have been criticizing Cowher too.
I loved Bill Cowher. I loved that guy.
I did too. But I get it. We're going to AFC Championship games, but we're not bringing home the trophy.
Yeah,
it's
but
great
Adam,
that
you
he-
don't understand. It's hard to win a Super Bowl in the NFL. It's not as easy as it looks. We all think, us podcasters, we all think it's easy. It's not.
It's not easy, James, but we haven't won in forever. It's time for a new
Right,
coach.
but let me give you. I already told you. Right? Everybody thinks Bill Belichick was like they built him up to be like God, right? And then but look at the quarterback he had, and then look at what he did when he didn't have Brady, and the guy's not in the NFL anymore. So there you go. Where was all that genius that everybody thought Belichick was when he didn't have Brady? And like I said, now he I know he turned down all those NFL jobs, but now he's not even in the NFL anymore. And everybody thought he was so great, Belichick. That's my point.
He went to college. Big deal.
Yeah, but it doesn't look that it doesn't. Yeah, but for the guy that is supposed to be the greatest NFL coach of all time, now he's in college. That's not a good look.
But
Not a
that
good
does
look
look
at
that
all.
does look good for North Carolina though.
No, but it doesn't look good considering that everybody in the NFL thought he was the best thing since sliced bread. So,
Brady did a lot.
huh?
Brady did a lot.
Yeah.
Exactly. Brady did a lot. Why do you think the whole league knows now that it was all that Belichick only won because of Brady? And that's a fact. Anybody can tell you that.
I've got a question for both.
And
of you.
remember, Belichick got canned in 1995 from the Cleveland Browns prior to going to the Patriots.
I've got a question for you guys.
He was on the Ravens, wasn't he? Wasn't he on the Wasn't he assistant to the Ravens?
Well, no, but they wanted him to be the head coach, but Brian Billick ended up getting that job. That's why. Like I said, this is where you can actually say, I tell you the truth, I would put Andy Reid ahead of Belichick now. I hate to say that as a Chiefs fan, but I would. I would dare to. I'm going to go there. That I think Andy Reid is actually a better NFL coach than Belichick because Andy Reid proved that, like I said, he may have not won the title in Philly, but he at least proved that with Donovan McNabb and at least with Philadelphia, he could still win even with tin can foil with tin can foil as his players. Belichick couldn't do that with tin can. That's the difference.
Maybe the biggest name to not be franchised today is Minnesota Viking quarterback Sam Darnold. What team, assuming the Vikings don't sign before free agency starts, what team do you think would be the best fit for Sam?
Team that's not going to have a lot of primetime games.
Wait, that sounds like the Steelers.
Well, the Steelers are going to have a primetime game because they're going to Ireland.
They said Buffalo might play them in that game too, because I think we're playing Pittsburgh this year.
Yeah.
I heard Green Bay.
No, but being a Bills guy, I heard Buffalo.
I don't know why they would waste an AFC great matchup like that in Ireland.
I don't know. I mean, we saw Panthers, Giants in Germany last year.
That was a good game, actually.
Oh, gosh, that was awful.
You know, make fun of Carolina. They're a team, like I said, with Canales and like Jeremy, the Lions guy said, if David Tapper could stay out of and be hands off, and he said he actually is. That's a team nobody's actually talking about to be a sleeper next year, because what Canales was able.
The running back situation is going to be a mess because Jonathan Brooks has already been rolled out for all next year.
Right, but still, what Canales did in his first year, where the culture's terrible, it's been a crap show. What he was able to do with Bryce Young after benching him, Bryce Young looked like a completely different quarterback at the end of the season.
Chubb was fine.
Huh?
Chubb was fine.
Right, but I'm saying I actually applaud Dave Canales for that coaching job, because going for that job, knowing that, like I said, you could have had David Tepper ruin it, and he's not. That's a good thing.
I'll tell you one team that needs Sam Darnold: Indianapolis. I think the Colts have a lot of talent on offense. They just need a quarterback. Anthony Richardson hasn't been good enough.
Yeah, but
Sam Darnold goes anywhere. He's going to the Raiders.
Yeah, I no, but I'm saying I'd rather waste another year with Anthony Richardson than pay all that money for Sam Darnold, who had one good year. And like I said, he wants too much money for a guy who had one good year, but he had god awful years prior to that. He wants way too much. He wants franchise quarterback money for a guy who I think right now is a one-year wonder. That's the thing.
What if?
No, I like Sam Darnold. I just think he's asking for two. That's a guy that's asking for franchise quarterback money when this year was like his one good year that he did well.
What if a team offered Sam Darnold 3 years, $95 million?
That's still a lot for him.
I don't know. I think Sam's in like the Baker Mayfield class.
I know, but you got to be careful with paying these.
You can't play in prime time.
You got to be careful with paying.
Dylan, we saw it in week 18, and we saw it in the first week of the playoff. Sam Darnold just bit the dust.
Well, nobody was going to win a winner at the road playoff game in Detroit, and then what happened in Arizona was, yeah. I mean, one of those days. I mean,
they didn't even play a road playoff game. That was a game to win the division.
Justin Herbert threw 4 picks in a playoff game. I don't think he threw 4 on the whole regular.
Sam Darnold had a chance to win the division on Sunday Night Football.
No,
I still would take Justin Herbert over Sam Darnold. I would. I'm sorry. I would.
I've got a question. Am
I would
crazy?
still take Justin Herbert. I'll take 4-pick Herbert over 1 year Darnold. 1 year wonder
I would take Justin
Darnold
Herbert in a
any
heartbeat
way of
too
the
over
day.
Sam
Yeah.
Darnold.
By the way, am I crazy? But I'm not going to release my quarterback rankings just yet. I have Jane Daniels in front of Lamar Jackson.
Who?
I have
Jaden
in
Daniels.
front of Lamar Jackson.
Why wouldn't you? He just picked up a great wide receiver
It's not
for a
because of
fifth
that.
round pick. Garbage.
I'm just not impressed with how Lamar's played in the playoffs. I mean, he made a terrible Lamar's interception
The
against
49ers were lucky they even got anything for Deebo Samuel at this point. Samuel's not the same receiver he was. I don't think he's the same elite Deebo Samuel he was back in 2020 or 2021. That's why the 49ers got rid of him.
I think Debo put on too much weight. I think Debo's been eating too much. I think Debo's been eating.
No, but I'm saying there's a reason why they only got a 5th round pick back for him. It's not like they got a 1st round pick for him. That's the thing.
Well, it's basically a salary dump. Basically, I mean, the Commanders just took Debo Samuel's contract.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
I still don't, like I said, I don't think he's the same Deebo Samuel from 2019. That's the thing.
But boys, we're coming up on an hour. I have some stuff I have to do around my house.
All right, go ahead, Adam. I'll respect your wishes. I'll get off too.
I'm done. I want to see the joint conference. Conference.
All right, how do people get a hold of you, boys?
Big B Podcast, Funky Spectrum Sports, and also the Big D 3300 on Twitch.
Thank you, Dylan. Jamie?
You guys can follow me, yours truly, at Bill's Chat 1, at Bill's Mafia Chat, and also Jamie Malloy, the unbiased journalist, at DJ Dog, Jamie Malloy, the unbiased at DJ Dog Tags on X. You guys can also follow me at theforkball.com, where I write stories about all sports. And also,
you had a good story, Jamie. I did read it. It was a good story this week.
Thank you. Glad you liked it.
I did share it. I did read
awesome.
it.
Anyway, you guys can also look forward to Joe Dallio and our baseball podcast, the Subway Conversation Chat, is going to be starting very, very soon. Look for that as well up here on Driving to the Top Productions. And don't forget to look for Evan and I's our UFL show too. We're gonna have a lot to discuss when that starts.
Yeah, I tried to get Evan just tell me when. Yeah, he didn't give me a date.
Anyways, and don't forget to thanks for listening to this podcast, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page, Driving to the Top Productions. Don't forget to like, comment, and ring the bell for notifications. For more content on Driving to the Top Productions, you can visit our Twitch stream, our YouTube stream, Facebook stream, X stream.
I think he's covering his microphone as he's walking.
Wherever you consume your podcast. So thank you very much for listening, guys.
Thanks, James. Hey, you can get me at Driving to the Top on YouTube. I mean, Driving to the Top Productions, obviously, on YouTube, like Jamie was just saying. You can get me on Driving to the Top Productions on Twitter. You can get me at Sports Talking It on Twitter. And there is some Facebook. I still cannot get my Facebook connected. We are running on Facebook tonight. I think we're running on Dylan's channel. And is that Rich? Is that Rich's channel?
Yes.
We're on Dylan and Rich's channel tonight. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Hit that like, subscribe button. Leave comments. We'll get back to you. We're open. That's why we're open. Sports Mike. Everybody have a good night.